hey, I have these 2 tickets to the Goulardi Festival. I'm not going to be able to use them.
Okay.
Do you know anybody who can use them? How about that couple right over there?
No, Tony, not them. They're diehard Browns fans. They've been season ticket holders for like the last 20 years. It is game day. You know those Browns fans.
It is the Browns.
She came up. Oh, yeah, she did great. That was good. Pretty good.
Come on, guys, we're going to be late.
Whoa!
Duh. What? God bless it. Whoa! Anybody? Anybody?
Some help?
Hey, here comes the camera. Here comes the camera. Here he comes.
I got an audience.
Yeah. Well, keep reeling. Keep reeling, Vern. Keep reeling.
They're fighting me.
That music was always cool.
It's so gospel.
You know, I got an idea to add to that skit disc. You guys might
You know
poo-poo
we're
it,
up,
though.
by the way.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay.
but you guys might
I
poo-poo
know, but
it.
I don't care.
But since we're trying to be funny, and it's kind of funny, and it's only 7 minutes,
Do skits. We're trying to be funny.
Skit, 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 skit.
maybe I'll just save it. But you're in it. You're in it.
You're in it.
Bearded Wolf's in it. I'm in it. Rance is in it. Tina is in it. So some of our super fans are in it. Half of us or most of us are in it.
Hell.
Where was I?
Yeah.
You weren't invited. Ooh. No, maybe that Audition Impossible.
Oh, the Audition Impossible.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe kind of fun. Maybe.
I
See
wasn't
some of you guys
invited.
out of your element.
I wasn't
Our viewers can watch.
invited.
Hey, let's
Caught. That's not in the script.
think about it. Think about it.
It's not in today's script.
I wasn't invited.
Just an idea. It was a
not in
48-hour
Rocco,
film
it's not
thing.
in the script.
Yeah,
He's
it was
going off-
one of those
he's
things
going
where we were
off
doing
book.
48 hours, and he wanted to be part of it, so I gave him a part in it.
Oh, okay. I'm
This
glad
was
I
like
wasn't
12 years
invited.
ago. It was like
Secret
12
I'm
script
glad I
Todd
wasn't
sends
invited.
these
It was 12 or 13 years ago.
I'm the only one that gets it.
Oh, really? That long ago?
It says here, enter Lisa 2. She makes a joke. Then he stands up, farts.
What?
It's all here in the script. You guys don't get these from Todd? Every week he sends me this blue script.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
Yeah. You're not following yours at all.
Okay.
It says here, Denny makes dirty joke. Lisa laughs. Lisa 2. Not to be confused.
Give Terry microphone
Yeah.
and take it away.
Terry's not here, so this whole script's
Out the window.
garbage.
Well,
That's a pretty good shot.
hey, let's just wing it then. Let's just wing it.
All
What
right,
the
we'll
heck?
wing it then. Whatever. You're the boss.
We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
We're gonna do it live. Then we did the guy that gets in that position. Guess I have to do it at home. The guy wants to stretch.
Oh,
There's the
man.
commercial.
Oh, that's gross.
I love that. What? That's gross. If that's real though,
That's gross.
I don't have time to
I hate
stretch.
that one.
You ever see a commercial, the Meineke or whatever, the muffler place? They're
No,
so
the 15-minute
50-minute lube job. They're so fast, so the guy didn't have time to stretch, so he gets home and gets like, do it at home, and he's all like stretched out like crazy.
Off the bar and
Yeah.
out the chair. It's like, oh, God.
Just have to do it at home. Tonight's movie, what is it? Oh,
The Indestructible
ooh,
Man.
with one of the faces of horror. One of the
Lon Chaney
legendary-
Jr.
Yeah.
I got a good face-up, I think, maybe. Possibly, allegedly.
Did we find out why he is indestructible?
Because he's a man. Yeah, because they electrocuted him.
Okay, you're gonna get a lot of hate mail for that.
Right.
Huh? Hate mail for
We're gonna
that.
get canceled.
Again? People from Parma watching me in that basement. I dare you to send me hate mail.
They haven't sent you nothing in
They're afraid.
10 years.
Because I know where the apartment is. I know where that basement is now.
They gave up. Maybe they like you now. And he's like,
Yeah, of course they do. Because I'm happy.
Because people don't send emails saying, we love you. It's always the hate mail that they send.
Remember when they used to could email us and we used to get comments on it? Whatever happened to that?
Because it's a hotline now.
I know, but according to the hotline, we better reinstate the email.
Well, since we fell
I like
off
to see comments
since we
once
fell
in a
off
while.
Spectrum.
Yeah, but we have a midnightmovie.net.
Again, that's why I kept pounding it in there to find us on Facebook if we ever disappear off of Spectrum. I said it was going to happen. I just didn't know when. And I kept telling people, where am I looking? Here, what am I?
Don't scare the people.
Yeah, you can't choke our fans. Come on.
You're not in 3D. The guy got killed that had the camera for that. You can't do that.
I was giving
You're not
everybody warning
indestructible.
after
What
warning
was I going
after
to do with
warning.
anything? Go to midnightmovie.net.
Then after we got the call, I gave them even more warning, saying, I'm telling you.
It's kind of like right in the movie, right here.
What?
This is kind of like what happens in the movie.
That's right.
Lon Chaney Jr.
Lon Chaney Jr.
There's only one difference in this. Lon Chaney doesn't speak.
It's like, tell me more about my eyes.
Now, why didn't he speak in this movie? Was it because it was the beginning of his throat cancer?
Probably.
Because he talks in the beginning of the movie.
I know.
Well, yeah.
Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah.
Then he's all, hey, what's the name of the police officer, Denny, that's going after this guy the whole movie? Officer
Lugosi.
Oh,
no.
He's all choked up.
I just remember his first name.
Yeah, it's Officer Dick Chasen.
Yeah, Dick
Is it
Chasen.
seriously?
Dick
Dick
Chasen.
Chasen.
You gotta
Yeah.
be kidding me.
No.
Officer
It is
Dick
Dick
Chasen
Chasen.
is out to get the Indestructible Man.
CHASEN.
Wow.
Dick
And in a
Chasen.
deleted scene from the movie, he gets so mad when the officer comes into the police station and they have the duty board up there.
He said, hey, don't you, I'm Dick Chasen.
Well, that's the thing. They wrote his last name first, so it's Chasen, Dick.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little deleted scene that never existed.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he got so mad.
Good.
That happened, though. It could have
Let's
happened.
go.
We don't know.
Go.
Lon Chaney Jr., he's on the Angels flight in Los Angeles. A lot of popular scenes from Los Angeles in this film. I'm building up everything around it because it's not that great of a film.
Oh, man. What happened?
Would your finger
Wah,
slip?
wah. What's that? Wah, wah, wah. What's that? We used to do this. What was that on the song? They always cut their heads. Wah.
Dictating the wrap-up on the Butcher Benton package. I'm Lieutenant Dick Chasen. This hadn't been a routine case, and to find the answer, I've had to put a lot of little pieces together. It began on the day most cases can be called closed. It was the day before the butcher was to be executed. He was visited by his attorney, Paul Lowe, in the death house. It was at this first meeting the Butcher Benton case took its first switch.
Well, that's it, Butcher. The evidence against you is so strong, the government turned down your appeal.
You're a rotten liar, Lowe. You started round, and now you're still trying to throw me curves.
Look, I don't blame you for being edgy, but get this straight. I didn't double-cross you. I never worked harder for a client.
You mean you never worked harder for a client to get him sentenced?
You're a fool, Butcher. If you hadn't tried to double-cross Squeamy Ellis and Joe Marcelli, they wouldn't have turned state's evidence against you. But you had to get greedy. You wanted to keep the whole $600,000 for yourself. Well, the boys got sore, and I don't blame them.
It was all your idea. You planned the whole job. You hired us. When you found out I'd staged the money, you decided it was time for me to die. You got those 2 crumbs to turn state's evidence on me. You stinking rotten mouthpiece.
We both know that isn't true, Butcher. Now look, what's the sense in not giving me the money? It's not going to do you any good.
Well, I'll have the satisfaction of knowing that none of you 3 crumbs are going to spend it.
What about Eva? Don't you owe her something? You tell me where the money is, I'll see that she gets your share.
I've got a different idea. I'm going to kill you and Squeamy and Joe. Then I'll take care of Eva myself.
You sick-headed ape, you're going to die tomorrow.
Remember what I said? I'm going to get you. All 3 of you.
Even for you, Butcher, that'd be quite a trick. So long, dead man.
Remember what I said. I'm going to kill you. All 3 of you.
Back in Los Angeles, 2 men sat in a bar room listening to a newscaster tell his headline story. He played up big the Butcher's threat to kill Paul Lowe, Squeamy Ellis, and Joe Marcelli for their having turned state's evidence against him. Squeamy Ellis didn't seem happy over the Butcher's threat. Neither did Joe Marcelli. But they had figured, once a dead man, always a dead man. But this was one time everyone was in for a surprise, including the entire police department.
Seen the headlines, Captain?
Teletype just came in from San Francisco. Butcher's execution is set for 5 o'clock this afternoon. And like the newspapers say, he still refuses to talk about that stolen money.
Well, I still have hopes of coming up with something.
That's what I dropped by for, Dick. With Butcher's execution, the department's marking it case closed. That means you'll be reassigned.
I spent a whole year trying to break this case. As far as I'm concerned, Butcher's death is just the beginning. Of course, I can't prove it, but I think that Paul Lowe was the top man. And even though I have to keep working on it while off duty, I'm going to get Lowe, Squeamy Ellis, and Joe Marcelli.
Okay, Lieutenant. Officially, I've taken you off of the case. Unofficially, I wish you luck. Do me a favor. Keep me posted.
Will do. Thanks, John. I headed for Eva Martin. She worked in a local burlesque house. I'm a cop, and my job is to ask questions and get answers. So I decided I might as well start again with her.
Come in. Oh. What do you want?
I'd like to talk to you.
Talk? You're a cop, aren't you?
That's a good question. I can't even find a 3-ton armored car, let alone the $600,000, and I've been on the case a year.
I've told you, and I've told you, and I've told you. I don't know anything about the money. I never did.
Benton's gonna be dead in a little while. I thought it might make a difference.
I never knew anything about the money. Call me dumb. I didn't even know Charles was in the rackets until the trial.
Now, take it easy, kid.
You're on, Eva.
wrap.
A few moments ago, Butcher Benton, without revealing the whereabouts of the $600,000 stolen in the armored car holdup, paid for his crimes against society in the gas chamber at San Quentin. Now for a look at the international scene. Today...
Come on, baby. Don't waste tears on Benton.
I feel so badly about Charles. If I'd known, maybe I could have done something.
How about a drink? We could both use it.
No, I just can't drink while she's working.
Oh, I see. What's that? Well, now what's the matter?
The message from Charles. He told me to open it if he died.
Finale, Eva.
All right.
How about a steak after the show?
No, thanks. Not tonight, Paul.
I didn't find out until much later, but Paul Lowe, in opening the letter the butcher had given Eva, found a map outlining a section of the city sewer system, and clearly identified was the spot where the butcher had hidden the stolen payroll. He replaced it with a $50 bill. I guess he figured $50 to gain $600,000 was not a bad day's work. A few hundred miles away in San Francisco, the case took another switch, which turned the next 72 hours into one long, hideous nightmare. Dr. Bradshaw, a distinguished biochemist, was making preparations for a final experiment which he hoped would lead the way to a cure for cancer. He'd been successful with laboratory animals. The last step called for a human body. And Dr. Bradshaw's assistant quickly made a deal with a local mortuary and returned to the laboratory with the dead body of Butcher Benton.
You made good time.
Well, I didn't waste any.
Any trouble?
No, I just handed the money over and moved the body into your station wagon. That was that.
Good. Get a syringe. He's in good shape.
Well, I hope so.
We'll get other blood samples later. We'll run this one through fast.
Right.
Now wheel him into the machine and then raise him.
Right. You're going to give him 287,000 volts?
Yes, yes. I'll get the fluoroscope set. We'll check with that before we start dissecting. Turn off the lights. There you are, old boy. If you respond properly and my theory is sound, you'll be more famous dead than alive. Throw the switch.
Dr. Bradshaw is beginning to breathe. You've brought this man back to life.
No. The heart muscle has simply responded to a terrific electrical shock, that's all. Yes, but it does prove that the cells still function.
Dr. Bradshaw, he is alive.
A shock reaction, it can't last.
His cells are multiplying now, if your theory is right.
We could keep that reaction going longer. But it's worth a try. Get the body out. Get some adrenaline from the supply room. Some amyl nitrite, too. Hurry, hurry. Stand the strain. Now you must lie still. Please, please. Easy now. Easy. Easy. You must lie. Easy. Please.
Dr. Bradshaw's experiment had given life back to the butcher. He tried to talk, but the electrical voltage had burned out his vocal cords. Yet it hadn't destroyed his brain. He knew who he was. He knew who he hated. As he stumbled about the room, I think he thought only about one: kill Lowe, Squeamy, and Joe Marcelli. The tremendous electrical voltage that Dr. Bradshaw had given the butcher had increased his cellular structure to the point where he was no longer a man. Dr. Bradshaw's experiment had created a vicious, brutal animal with an almost inconceivable amount of strength. Dr. Bradshaw must have believed the butcher's regained life would last for only a few minutes. Therefore, instead of calling for help, the doctor decided to handle his creation alone.
Now, easy, Benton. Just relax. I'm a doctor. I want to try to help you. Do you understand me? You're in my laboratory. The execution was carried out and you were declared dead. I tried an experiment on you and brought you back to life, although I didn't intend that. Now, you've had a great shock. Now come and sit down. Now, be quiet. Now, come and sit down. Take it easy. That's it, boy. That's it. Careful. His reactions are violent.
How do you explain this?
Each cell must have multiplied 100 times, perhaps thousands. His strength is unbelievable. No, it's too late for the amyl nitrite. I want to get some blood samples, make some tests on him, find out what's happened. Get me a syringe.
The needle penetrate the skin.
Tissue must be nearly a solid mass of cells.
How are we going to get the blood sample?
Surgically, perhaps. Now, easy, Benton. Take it easy. You can't leave here now. I'm responsible for your being alive.
the end of this case, Captain Lauder and I found out the doctor and his assistant had been murdered. But I'm getting ahead of my story. The butcher didn't know how he had been brought back from the dead, and he didn't care. All he knew, he was alive. Then this monster-made man started thinking about Los Angeles.
Rich, you are being charged with committing heinous atrocities across thousands of viewers' eyes. Well, no, not thousands. Hundreds of viewers.
Hundreds of viewers.
Okay, dozens of viewers across Northeast Ohio and even a couple in Oregon.
Those two, they complained?
Yes, they did. So therefore, because of those atrocities, I sentence you to be drawn and quartered!
No.
Dr. Midnight, proceed!
No. The monkey back there too. I've been drawn.
Doctor! Doctor! What do you want?
Well, I was just looking over this case, the operation from Pat Walker. It got me baffled. I just wondered what you're going to be doing for him.
What I'm gonna do for him is I'm gonna skin him. And I'm gonna make a suitcase out of it. Then I'm gonna cut out his lungs. And I'm gonna use them as a balloon for a kid's party.
You know what?
What?
Try this. You just don't sound like yourself. Feeling better? Much better. Good. Now, what have you got planned for that operation? Snikers for those who are craving sanity.
We be up again.
Pointing to the man. Not that man, the other man. This man.
He's soon to be Grandpa General. He might even be
Grandpa General.
Grandpa General.
And whenever he gets sick, where does he go? General Hospital.
To the mash tent.
To the mash tent.
I have nothing to throw at you.
Here's some
Hey, your
photos.
trivia doesn't have anything to do with a guy named Max Showalter, does it?
No, it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. Nope. Look at these old photos.
Max Showalter, who plays Officer Dick Chasen, he was actually
Max Showalter is the guy that was in 16 Candles, I think.
Well, no, but there was something else.
What?
He was actually in the pilot for Leave It to Beaver. He was Ward Beaver.
Oh, really?
And then when the pilot, when they brought it back or whatever, Dick was gone.
No more
Dick.
Dick.
The other guy was there.
No more Dick for the Beaver.
No Dick for the Beaver.
Good tidbit.
That was a good tidbit.
Hey, and their spittle came out. I'm full of spittle tonight.
Wow, man, it went a ways too, man.
I don't know where. My mouth is so dry. How do I have spittle?
So what are you looking at there, boy?
I want to just.
He's got to do his research live on the show.
For my face off. I just wanted a couple. For my face off, I just wanted a couple of.
Yeah, we know it. So let's do the face off. Let's do it. You know what? I got to do.
You know what?
What?
The pillow. Mr. Woolly Bear.
Oh yeah, Woolly Bear. It's just from
a couple weeks ago.
Last month. Here's the pillow. Oh, I thought that thing was in the way. It's not. It's just.
Okay, tease the face off.
There it is.
Tonight stars Lon Chaney Jr., who's well known for all those horror monster movies back in the day, but also other movies like westerns and stuff. He was in a lot of stuff. But another very, very famous monster actor from that period.
All right.
Boris Karloff. Who had the better body of work, do you think? When you compare their movies and
Chaney
stuff.
was sort of fat, though.
Whoa!
Was it?
Well, he
was stocky.
Was he a big guy?
stocky. He was stocky. He wasn't necessarily.
You got, you got
He
the
was
Wolfman, and you got, the Spider Baby. But he's got
Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula. He played all of them.
I know that.
Why can you name some of them and I name some? I know that. I was backing you up there. I know that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, I was saying
he was in a lot, and so was Boris Karloff.
Okay, name some Boris Karloffs. Frankenstein, the Dracula, the Mummy, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde,
Mr. Wong,
Boris Karloff,
Mr. Wong, the Terror, Mr. Wong,
Mr. Wong.
That's right, he was Wong.
That's a different movie, Mr. Wong.
House of Dracula, The Body Snatcher, Black Friday, Son of Frankenstein.
I got to mention this tidbit right now with Boris Karloff. He did 2 Mr. Wong films.
Yep.
He only did that with the contingency that because one of his heroes was Orville Wright from the Wright brothers. He wanted to play in a movie about the Wright brothers and the plane. And so he said he would do two Wong movies, but the two Wongs don't make a right. These are the jokes I write.
That was a good one.
Like that.
That was a good one.
He's want to show some of those Wong movies.
But he did say that same joke years back.
I did not.
Another Boris
When?
Karloff.
Are you serious?
I saw that coming a mile away.
Well, I kind of set it up like, whoo.
He was also in Black Sabbath.
Whoa,
who
cares what color
what did he do?
Sabbath
Play
is?
guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake people.
Anyway,
you get the point.
No, I want to know the whole list. Because how can I compare them if I don't know every single film they were in?
And during the break.
You start this. Just remember that. You start this.
Every single film so I can weigh their body of work.
Lon Chaney Jr. was in Hillbillies in a Haunted House. We have
one of our classics.
Spider Baby. He was in tonight's movie. The Alligator People.
Which movie? Which one of them in their movie
Breaking news.
have we showed most?
Breaking news.
Uh-oh. This just in.
Breaking news. If it's true. Allegedly, possibly, maybe. We don't know for sure, but could be true.
Triv's hair gel.
Today's date is September 30th.
That is correct.
The taping date.
Oh,
taping.
Right. Yes, the taping date. Today's date. We have to research this because we don't want to. We don't want to be the one.
News.
Pete Rose passed away.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not Charlie Hustle.
We don't know.
Really?
Allegedly, possibly, maybe. Somebody hop on that. See if it's true. All right, there he goes.
Get their top
hop
people on it. Get somebody
if
over
TMZ
there.
reported it, it's true.
Yeah.
If it's a Facebook hack, we're going. No, it's not. So let's hope.
Oh man, can we show some movies with Pete Rose in it?
You know what? I bet you it's fake.
You think it's fake?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Would you bet on it?
You know why? Why?
Stop it.
A lot of
they
people
should have put him in the
week-
Hall of Fame before he passed away.
That's right. I would have almost gambled that they'd do it before
it's
he.
One of those multiple posts.
Yeah, it's all kinds of feeds.
All over the place.
Man.
This is a bad week for celebrities, man.
It is. Real
We
bad.
lost the guy from
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, the guy from Beverly Hills Cop. We lost
Maggie Smith or whatever her name is.
John
Aston, I think
yeah,
that's his name.
the one cop. He was just in the sequel. A bad week. The Bowman Body passed away. One of our fellow horror hosts, old times horror host, classic Hall of Famer. The Bowman Body passed away. God bless him.
Damn.
Wow.
Sunday. This past Sunday.
I didn't even hear that he was ill.
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing. I don't know.
Wow.
That came out of nowhere.
R.I.P. Pete.
That came out of left field. Right field.
Yeah.
Hey, now my
First
Wheaties
base.
box is worth more.
Damn.
Wow.
He belonged in the Hall of Fame. Sorry. You guys blew it.
Back to the Indestructible Man.
They'll induct him a few years from now. Oh, yeah.
On that very in Los Angeles, I decided to stop playing detective for a little while. I went to the burlesque house to ask Eva to have dinner with me. After all, the butcher was dead, and if I got lucky, sooner or later I figured Paul Lowe would lead me to the stolen payroll. In a way, that possibility made me even feel better.
It's not fair to watch the show from backstage.
Next time I'll pay admission.
I take it by that remark you like my routine.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
What I can't figure out, though, is why you stay in a place like this. It shouldn't be hard for someone like you to get a job in a class spot.
If you were a detective, I'd be willing to bet with a line like that your next remark would be, how about dinner?
Well, not exactly dinner, but a hamburger might be a good idea.
If you're asking in an official capacity, I can't say no.
I'm off duty.
For the past 6 months, all I've ever called you is Lieutenant Chayson. Do you have a first name?
Dick.
Give me 10 minutes for a quick change, because you just made yourself a date, Lieutenant. I mean, Dick. You know something, Dick? I haven't had hamburger in the front seat of an automobile with a guy in a lot of years.
Well, from now on, we'll do it more often.
Funny. I always figured a policeman wasn't really a human being. I mean, unless he was arresting someone or trying to solve a case, he was unhappy.
Shows you how wrong you are. In fact, everyone on the force gets fed up occasionally with the job they do. Maybe we're more human than anyone else. We see so much trouble, we get to hate the word. But as long as the world's filled with people, there'll have to be men who enforce the laws.
What made you join the department?
Now who's making with the questions?
No, honest, I'd like to know.
Well, it's really a very short story. When I got out of the Air Corps, I knocked around for a while. Well, I went to work for an oil company. And one day, I went back to college on the GI Bill. Just before graduation, I noticed all about the police department exams. Seemed a pretty good thing to do with your life, so I took the exams, passed, then went on from there.
If I ask one more question, will you give me a straight answer?
Try me.
Am I still part of the Charles Benton investigation? I mean, right now.
I don't think so. As far as the department's concerned, when Benton was executed, the case was marked closed. But inside of me, that's not good enough.
I don't follow you.
Well, the $600,000 is still missing. And a fast-talking underworld lawyer like Paul Lowe is walking around a free man. Someday, no matter how long it takes, I'll get him and the money. Until I do, the Benton case for me is not closed.
I give you my word, Dick. Charles Benton never told me anything about the money.
Oh, I've been sure of that for a long time. But how did you ever get mixed up with anyone like the butcher?
This trouble ever started, just happened. I had a roommate who used to date Benton all the time. One day she packed and left for Chicago. Benton carried a torch for her, and he used my shoulder to cry on. First thing I knew, we were having dinner together, and a few weeks later, I was labeled by the police as this #1 suspect and Benton's girl. But it was never like that. I made only one mistake. I felt sorry for him.
You mean, until he was arrested for the robbery and the killing, you had no idea how he earned a living?
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I only went out with Benton a couple of times. And all we ever talked about was Madge, my old roommate. And the last time I saw him, he tried to get too friendly, and that's when I told him he had the wrong girl. But like I said, I'd already made my mistake.
What about the burlesque house? How do you two fit together?
You sound like a lot of other people. I left a small town a couple of years ago because I won a beauty contest, and the first prize was a screen test. Da, 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 da.
After which, nothing happened?
That's right. Only, it was pretty rough. And then one day I read an ad about girls wanted for a burlesque show. I auditioned and I got the job. You know something? It's like any other job. If you're looking for trouble, you can find it even in a schoolroom.
Well, when the screen test didn't work out, though, why didn't you go on home?
Well, first you have to have a home to go back to. My folks are dead, so Los Angeles was as good as any place else. I don't know about you, but I do 8 shows a day, and at this hour I'm bushed.
I know what you mean. Mind if I drive you home?
No. And I'll tell you something else. I haven't minded anything about tonight. Not even the hamburger.
playing tag with Lowe. He made 4 telephone calls. 3 of them didn't interest me, but one did. The one to Joe Marcelli. I watched Joe head for his meeting with Lowe, and for some unknown reason, I began to get the feeling that this case was finally about to explode in my favor.
You see what I mean? Well, look at that, will you? I seen him stagger on 2 legs, but he's doing it on 4.
Shut up, you flea bag.
Well, look who's calling names. At least I ain't a squealer, a stoolie.
I warned you before. All right, Harry, that's enough. I'll take care of him. I want to talk to him.
Okay, Mr. Lowe. With any future business you've got with this psycho, take care of it upstairs in your office. You keep showing around here, sooner or later he's going to get slugged, cripple or no cripple.
All right, shut up, Jim. Sit down.
I need a shot. Bad.
You'll get one after I've talked to you. You sober enough to understand?
Yeah, I run out of dough.
No wonder. Look at you. You used to be the best torch man in town. Now I don't think you could crack a safe if you knew the combination.
No jobs. Nobody wants me since I turned states on Benton. That's your doing. You taught me.
All right, quit crying. I got a job for you. If you can stay off that stuff long enough.
You know I can if I got a job. How much? What is it?
It's $2 grand in it for you.
Where?
Right near where he pulled the job. Interested?
$2 grand ain't much out of 600,000.
There'll be other expenses. Besides, that money's plenty of. Now, you want it or do I get another boy?
I'll do it. How soon do you want me to go to work?
Set it up for tomorrow night. Call me before noon. I'm going to the races. 1. And that's all. The job's over.
Slowly toward Los Angeles. He'd traveled through wooded hills to prevent being seen by anyone. Finally, he came to a quiet road. He stopped to get his bearings. And then he saw her. He saw something else. An automobile. For the butcher, that rang a bell. With a car, he knew by the next afternoon he'd be in Los Angeles in plenty of time to catch up with the 3 men who had double-crossed him.
Gentleman to be helping strangers in distress. I hope you don't mind me using the babe here as bait. Quite a dish, isn't she? But that's what she gets paid for. Bait, that is. Yes, sir. She's a real shaker artist of my outfit. Carnival man myself. Just call me Connie. Yeah. Well, friend, we're in a little bit of difficulty here. Got a flat tire, brand new car, no tools in the back. Why, some of these dealers make my carnival grifters look like babes in the woods. Say, who you with, friend, and let it down. Let it down. No matter who you with, friend, believe me, I can do better for both of us. I'll make a fortune for the both of us.
Later, the San Francisco Police Department sent out an APB. Squads were sent to various parts of the countryside. rocks were thrown up to catch the cold-blooded killer the hysterical girl had described. Each squad kept reporting back to Central Headquarters, and each of their stories was the same. So far, none of them had spotted the car the killer was driving. Orders were given to shoot to kill, because from the girls' further accounts, they realized they were dealing with a maniac.
I hear some arguing.
What's he telling her?
His mama, she's yelling. I mean,
Seriously? You're gonna choose these two boobs over these?
Well, they are nice.
Hey, safe for another year. Hey, she is nice. Excuse me.
I really don't get what you're getting at.
I know you don't get what I'm getting at. How, of all people, you big giant horror movie fan, you don't like the big giant monster movies.
Right, I'm a giant horror fan, but not a giant monster fan. So that's where you get confused.
It baffled me. I just don't
let it confuse you.
I don't understand.
I try to explain it to you, see, because they're like big and you know the monsters come
Hey,
at.
Danny, what's going
coming at? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Hey, it's my new hands-free phone. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Yeah. I think I'm available. Yeah, okay. All right. Later.
We're up.
All right, so going back to the last segment during our breaking news. Obviously, we'll be watching this in November. So our condolences to Pete Rose. I am a Cincinnati Reds fan.
Family.
I'm a Pete Rose fan. He belonged in the Hall of Fame. Whether you agree with it or not, he was still one of the greatest baseball players ever. And it never should be taken away from him.
It had nothing to
he
do
should
with
have
his
been
ability to play baseball.
He should have been, and now they blew it. I'm sorry, it's a sore point with me,
All
man.
right, let's
Another
move on.
one?
Trivia time.
Another one?
Or face-off time.
Go to an anti-sore.
What?
An anti-sore point. Back to happy, Triv.
Yeah.
Smiles.
It's hard to be happy.
You Photoshop a smile on that mug.
The last 2 months have been just nothing but a domino effect of crap.
Just put an emoji.
Well, you love pizza?
Yeah, put emoji
Domino
on the
effect. Come on, I'm trying to make the jokes.
All right, you know what time it is?
Oh, it's that time. Oh, it's that
All right,
time.
who had the better body of work? Ready? Lon Chaney Jr., who's most well known for The Wolfman, and among others, or Boris Karloff, most well known for Frankenstein, but among others. What do you say?
Boris Karloff.
Let's see Lon Chaney.
Junior?
Yes.
Karloff.
I'm going Lon Chaney Jr. Wider spectrum of stuff. He did a lot of westerns, and he did the horror. He played all 4. He said of the. Actually, when he played Dracula, it was the son of Dracula, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, you're correct, sir.
But yeah, when I looked at his body of work compared to Karloff's, I gotta say, Even though I prefer Frankenstein to the Wolfman. And I probably prefer a lot of Karloff's movies. But the better body work got a lot Lon Chaney Jr. You say Frankenstein, why?
I didn't say Frankenstein. I said Boris Karloff because I disagree with you. I feel that Boris Karloff's body of work is a lot broader.
I didn't say it was broader. Didn't use those words, but
you did too. Right, rotate.
Did I say broader?
You said because he did different.
I think it's the same thing.
Different, yeah, okay.
Whatever.
But Boris Karloff also did a lot of different roles, including playing some Indians in westerns. He also
did he really?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In his early career, because of his Indian, his dark features and his.
Part of the reason why Sinatra buried him.
Sinatra did not bury him.
Boris Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, yes. But also, he did different characters. He did Mr. Wong. He did, or Johnny, what did he do? Mr. Wong, or was it, yeah, Mr. Wong, I believe. He also did TV shows.
Yeah.
He did
do TV shows.
You know, all kinds of different things. He did variety shows where he would sing. He did records.
You might.
The man was everywhere.
Really? You might have me.
Well, the Grinch.
You might have me take back my answer.
You read the Grinch?
I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
You said Chaney?
I said Chaney because I'm more familiar with Lon Chaney's work than I am with Boris.
Okay.
That's pretty much that's pretty much it.
And you said Boris?
Boris. It just, you know, I feel like I'm gonna be right with Wong.
There you go.
Jesus,
good way to take my joke. Really. And you're like Milton Berle stealing my jokes. It's all right though.
I'm sticking with Lon Chaney. I mean, he did.
No, he sucked.
Who else is going to kill
Casanova's in the night? Let's see Boris Karloff do that.
On that one.
The only thing that
the Black
Lon Chaney
Pirates.
Jr. did,
Black Castle.
he played
Black Sleep. Wait, he's been in a lot of
Men and Mice, Mice and Men.
Ride of Gorilla.
Hey, what are we doing here?
House of Dracula. Yeah. He was in The Frozen Ghost. He was Strange Confession.
The Frozen Goat.
The Frozen Ghost.
The Frozen Goat.
I thought you said Frozen Goat.
That's from.
That was a bad movie.
Calling Dr. Death.
Oh, give him some screen time.
Of Mice and Men.
I said that like 2 hours ago. Big deal. His shows, after he petered out in like the 40s,
he played Peter Pan.
He went in decline in the
Three
50s,
Musketeers,
all the way
The Last
until he died in
Frontier.
the 60s. Boris, on the other hand, he still flourished all the way to practically a few weeks before he died. He was still in demand. Chaney's last role, he was playing a mute because he couldn't speak. He was just
okay.
a mute.
He had problems.
So
don't hold that against him.
He went. I'm not holding it against him. I'm saying he went to a decline after his heyday. He went down the tubes where his Boris climbed and continued to rise.
I'll give you that. I'm going to stand by Lon
What's
Chaney
the better?
Jr.
What's the better recorded thing? Boris Karloff. Here we go. My special top secret.
Oh,
I just
Jesus,
made it.
here we go.
Kadoosh. Boris Karloff's The Grinch.
He has a spur Kadoosh. The spur of the moment Kadoosh.
Boris Karloff's The Grinch, or Lon Chaney Jr.'s Spider Baby song. Huh?
I don't remember either one of them.
Well, then you're a pretty sad individual. You never heard The Grinch? The Grinch, he did the voiceover.
Oh, yeah,
of The
you're
Grinch.
a mean one.
No, he didn't do the song. He did the reading.
He did the narration?
The narration of the record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did the narration.
Still sticking by Lon Chaney.
Lon Chaney Jr. did the sung Spider Baby at the beginning of the film Spider Baby.
I'm still sticking
Good one. Is that worthy of a Kadoosh? Kadoosh? No, because
I'm still sticking by Lon Chaney. Do you have an answer to this one? Lon Chaney or Boris?
I'd have to do Targets, Boris Karloff.
I was going to mention targets. Peter Bogdanovich.
Do you know anything about these guys?
Bogdanovich.
I like Boris Karloff better.
Okay.
I'm more familiar with his stuff.
Thank you. No, I didn't say I liked him better. I kind of liked Lon Chaney Jr. because I liked those goofy things that he did, like being chased by Dick Chasen. So, look, he's doing.
Wonder if Dick Chasen caught him.
That can't be right.
I don't know if Dick ever caught him or not.
Snuck up on him, you know, from the rear.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. Now we go to a musical interlude. Do. It's a spider baby.
I trust that this information will answer all of your questions. If I can be of any further service, let me know. Sincerely, J.I. Louder, Captain Police, L.A.
Here's another all points from CHP, Captain.
These reports sound like they come from a bunch of loonies.
Sure do. There it is.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
I want Lieutenant Chasen to look these over as soon as he comes in.
All right, Captain.
The next morning, I read the stories of the brutal murder of the 2 police officers. I also read the witness's statement about the bullets having no effect upon the killer. I felt sorry for the witness, and I thought about how easily a person's mind can become confused when suddenly they receive a brutal shock. I didn't believe a man existed who could not be stopped by a slug from a .45.
Good morning, Captain. You and the rest of the force are going on 24-hour duty. Seen the headlines?
You mean this guy that's running amok up north?
Yeah, the latest report, he's killed 2 police officers. Made a getaway in a green coupe heading south. I've got a hunch this killer's going to be our baby. He could be in town right now.
Yeah.
You better get started, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Any new leads on that hold-up money?
I think the girl can probably be counted out. If any of the others are wise, they're keeping mighty quiet.
Well, let it ride for now. The whole force is going to be on the spot until we catch this killer. Newspapers will have a field day.
We were wrong about 2 things. The killer was already in our city, and we didn't know he was Butcher Benton. He headed straight for Eva Martin. He went to her dressing room to get back the map he had left in the envelope with her. He wanted first to check his money, then catch up with Lowe and the others.
Can't be. You do look like him. Only different somehow. It is you. Why didn't somebody tell me? What's happened, Charles? Those look like bullet holes. Are they? There's not even a mark. I opened it like you told me. I found the $50. I didn't know why you left him. Paul didn't know why he was here. Don't play crazy.
The name of Paul triggered his hate. He left her dressing room and started for Squeamy Ellis and Joe Marcelli's place. Because he knew, with them out of the way, Paul Lowe couldn't open the strong box where the money was hidden. He thought of Squeamy and Joe first. He was saving Paul Lowe for last.
Eva, can I borrow your eyebrow pencil? Operator, get me police headquarters. Lieutenant Chasen, please. When do you expect him? Well, tell him Charles Benton is alive, and even bullets can't stop him. I'm not crazy. Just say a friend of Charles. He'll know.
She tried to tell him the butcher was alive and on his way over to kill him. Squeamy didn't believe her, and in a way you couldn't blame him. Who in their right mind would believe a man had returned from the dead? What Squeamy actually believed was that the butcher, before his execution, had hired a killer to carry out his threat.
You sick? What? You don't look so good to me.
10 minutes, Eva.
All right. Say, Eva, I could take over the matinee trick for you. What? It's easy. Look, Eva, I can do it. Stub-up-de-doo-doo-doo. Oh, Francine, I just thought of something. Yeah?
Eva agreed to let Francine do the show. She hoped she'd be able to interrupt the butcher before he arrived at Squeamy's hotel. Or, failing that, at least be able to warn him to stay out of sight.
You wanted me, Captain?
Yeah, I just had a rundown on those fingerprints of the stolen car up north. We got nothing on the driver who was killed or the woman with him. Take a good look at these.
There's something funny about these.
Yeah. And the boys in the lab can't figure it out either. Those are the killers. They were found on the steering wheel. Looked like they'd been stamped in with a steel die.
They sure do.
These are Butcher Benton's.
What? Well, they look the same to me. How do the lab boys explain that?
They don't. Their best guess is a twin brother. An identical twin could have the same pattern of whorls with only slight variations. Ever hear of the butcher having a twin brother?
No.
Even if he did, it wouldn't explain these freak prints.
You didn't pick up your message, Lieutenant. Some wacky dame calls you. And she says Charles Benton is alive, and bullets won't stop him.
If we buy the twin theory...
Who was she? Where'd she see him?
Well, she wouldn't leave her name. Sounded kind of hysterical to me. Said she was a friend of the butcher's.
Eva Martin.
Get over at the Follies and see what that girl knows.
Yeah.
Some guys have all the luck. I never drew an assignment to the Follies.
Meanwhile, the butcher headed for Squeamy's hotel. He didn't seem to be in any particular hurry. Actually, he seemed like any normal person, on his way to work or on his way home. He rode up Angel's Flight, arrived at the top, scanned the hotel building, and then noticed the only exit from Squeamy's apartment, a fire escape. butcher was figuring his next step. And as he looked at the dead cop, he thought about Paul Lowe, the next man on his list.
Seen Joe Michelli? Not since last night when I told him I didn't want him around here no more. Give me a shot. Look, I need help. Just found out that Benton's hired a killer to get me. He's after Joe, too. Then
drink up and get out. I don't want no trouble around my place.
You're a real pal.
Drink up and get out, I said.
Does that feel better, dear?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah?
I know I don't have much longer to live.
Oh.
But that smell smells like that ham you always
Yes,
cooked.
I have the ham. It's on the stove now, dear.
If I could get just one more taste of that ham.
But dear, that's for after the funeral.
I'm singing my air guitar. Sometimes you feel like dancing. We should get up and do a little dance here, Luke. No. You used to let us get up.
I've been working, baby. I've been fishing,
baby. You chase me. I should make you chase me all the way upstairs.
You think it's easy? Yeah.
So always we're stuck with that. He wouldn't sing Frank Sinatra when we begged him to for that skit, but now you can't shut him up. We begged you.
I did sing it.
Yeah, finally, after I was down on my bended
I had to work
knees.
my way into it because I can't just go right into it either.
Yeah.
Did it my way.
That's his favorite song. Me. That's his favorite song. Me. Good night, everybody. I'll take the Oscar on that. Good night.
That was his favorite character on the Drew Carey show, too.
Walk you off.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I like
that. Who was your favorite character on the Drew Carey show?
I heard they're supposed to be doing a reunion.
Yeah, whatever. Too late for that.
Huh?
No, I heard they were doing a movie or something.
Yeah, I heard they were
or
doing
limited
like a movie
series. Something like that.
Yeah, those all stink. Remember when X-Files came back for a mini season? I was all excited about that.
I heard that they're doing, I don't know if this is true, you're X-Files fan, right? They're doing, now don't, chastise me if it's wrong, but I saw somewhere they're doing a, so, don't Dick chastise me, Jason, whatever. They're doing like a spin-off.
Spin-off?
I know, right? A spin-off X-Files with like some other investigators.
Call it the Y-Files?
It's in the X-Files world or whatever.
I missed everything.
I know, because the fluting over there, farting fluter.
I did not
A
fart.
spin-off.
Spin-off of the
But it
X-Files.
takes place like in the X-Files world. But it's not with the X-Files stars, but it's like some other agents or something.
X-Files world? Like a different
X-Files.
universe? Or X-Files...
There's supposed to be, what, two other agents that seem to be doing it.
In their universe.
X-Files was just two other agents.
Yeah. But in their, you won't give nothing a chance.
No.
He complains that always take. Then when you take a chance,
because
he
you
complains.
reboot, it's the same freaking thing. It stinks.
It's a continuation.
Okay, continuation I can get on board if maybe they would every once in a blue moon have a Scully appear, have Mulder appear, even have Doggett appear.
Who says they weren't? They weren't going to do that.
If they show up once in a blue moon, you gotta tie in a familiar face, or it's no good.
You don't necessarily have to tie.
Tie in a familiar face.
Maybe the stories be better.
At least to get it going. Like 24. I love that show.
Good show.
Okay, when they brought it back.
Yeah, with that other guy.
They had the other guy do it, right? It's like, it's kind of hard to get. But then, guess who made an appearance for like three episodes?
Yeah.
Tony. Almeida came back.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tony Almeida.
Tony Almeida came back, and I love Almeida. You know why I like Almeida? Because Bauer got all the love and all the attention. He wouldn't have gotten anywhere if it wasn't for Tony's help and Michelle's help.
Didn't Tony go bad though?
He did, but he had a damn good reason to go bad.
Okay.
But I didn't like how they had him do
Indestructible Man?
The way they did something, though, I was not a fan because they made him really bad. They should have left that part out.
What did you find?
I found it. Yeah. It says
oh jeez.
Let me look at the date of this first. Okay, this is from March. It says the X-Files reboot is confirmed with a diverse cast led by director Ryan Coogler. That's
you
it.
heard it here first. Well, I actually heard it on your show a couple weeks ago, right, Jenny? Well, let me put it this way. It can't be any worse than the original X-Files.
Oh, you're absolutely out of your mind. Are you kidding me? The series? The movies?
Hell, I was at the premiere, the Hollywood premiere of the X-Files movie. I fell asleep.
I was not a... Look, I don't
care.
Oh, was the second one he went?
It was suck.
Yeah, I would have slept too.
Don't matter. It had the same familiar faces.
Yeah, it was bad. You can't make it in a movie.
Familiar
you can't make it in a
face.
movie.
You can't make it in a movie now.
Some things shouldn't be longer than 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like my sex life.
So you seriously didn't like the? You didn't even like the show?
Huh?
You didn't like the show?
I didn't like none of that stuff. It was a waste of my Friday night.
So then why did you watch it?
I didn't.
Okay, well, apparently you watched it enough to really rip on it.
Oh, look, it was a cigarette smoking man. The one I liked was a tattooed face guy in the circus one.
You didn't give it a chance.
I gave it a chance.
It got deep in conspiracies and no.
I do like conspiracies.
No, you don't know how to do that. You gotta really get into it.
What's your favorite spinoff?
What's your favorite spinoff? Give me more of what? I'm asking.
Just ask me.
What's your favorite
of what show?
Vern, you have a microphone?
Yeah, you
have a microphone.
Because I don't know the number.
You don't know.
Because all I have to do is drive down the street and talk.
Oh wait, are you saying call the hotline?
Call the hotline.
Yeah, call the hotline.
440.
Call the hotline.
Ralph Lambert.
Not you.
No, you can call. But just give me your answer and hang up, so other people can join in. 440-944-7105. And what's your favorite spinoff? Do I even have a?
No way. Are we talking like a continuation of a series or a movie or what? What are you talking about?
Let's go with
a spinoff.
Let's go with. We were talking television, so let's go with television.
Okay. I can say one of my favorites. I love the Connors. I love the Connors.
With Roseanne and the
Roseanne. I loved Roseanne.
They should have kept her on, but
well,
I
thought same thing too. But I love the Connors.
It's her show. You're out.
Obviously, it wasn't her show because
apparently she should have read the fine print.
She is working kind of for Disney, so at the time it's an ABC show.
How about yours, Vern?
My favorite spinoff. It's just easy. It's Star Trek.
Which one?
Probably all of them.
All
Deep
of them?
Space Nine. Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine. That one don't get a lot of love either.
No,
Deep
it doesn't.
Space Nine, yeah.
But it's really good.
Is that the one that has Bacala in it? Scott Bacala?
No, that's Enterprise.
That was the what's his face, right?
I like Bacala.
Avery Brooks.
Yes, he was.
I liked him in Quantum Leap.
I liked him in Spencer for Hire.
Yeah, he had his own series.
Yeah,
a man called Hawk.
Yep, there you go. Another spinoff.
Yep.
Woo, we're spinning off with a spinoff. How about you? Bonanza? What? You laugh at that, a spinoff.
Don't know.
He doesn't know.
Gotta think about that a little.
He's got to think about it.
I gotta think too. There's a couple that there's not really a lot of like good spinoffs, but
or nice for just your favorite.
Because you know what, a lot of times spinoffs like, oh, that character was so funny, give him his own show, and it doesn't really work out. You know, what worked out for a while was Benson.
Yeah.
Benson worked out.
Oh yeah, because that was off Soap. Yeah.
Yeah. Good one. Good one.
Like Grady.
Grady.
That was
not work out.
That one was actually pretty decent.
With Grady, how can it not work out?
I know, right? Now I'd like to see it though, not just
I know. Bring that back. I wish they could.
Benson though went from Soap, which is a classic, to
and it ran for a while.
Yeah.
Benson.
The Jeffersons.
I wasn't a huge fan of it, but
from spin-off from All in the Family.
Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Perfect Strangers.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How about you at home? How about you over there in the peanut gallery?
I agree with Vern. Star Trek. I like all the Star Treks.
Star Trek. Good one. How about you over there in the control panel?
DS9.
Deep Space Nine. Okay.
Oh, no,
give us a call.
DS9.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's
DS9.
He's a Trek. All right. Let's get back to this movie. Maybe they'll do a spin-off of this. Hopefully not, but
well.
Get me the police! Police! Yes!
What's happened?
Guy named Squeamy got thrown from the 5th floor. He's dead on a mackerel. Customer of mine.
You mean Squeamy Ellis?
Yeah, that's it.
Just Squeamy. No one else was killed.
Ain't one enough? I tell you, the bullets never even phased him. He must have been wearing a bulletproof vest.
God help us when the papers get a hold of this. Keep an officer on duty here till you hear from me. We'll get a stakeout on Joe Marcelli.
I'd like to talk to Joe. Lauder, I'm going to call San Quentin. Suppose Benton is alive.
Every available man's been put on the case now. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Anything new?
Report on Dr. Bradshaw, owner of the station wagon. The San Francisco police located his laboratory in the basement of an electrical power receiving station.
Bradshaw, what's he know?
He's dead. And another man, too, his assistant. The lab is a shambles. But now we're getting some action from San Francisco. Benton's body never arrived at the mortuary where it was supposed to go. An attendant there finally broke down, admitted he picked up some quick cash by handing the body over to a man he was unable to identify. The man was driving a station wagon.
Blasted, man, the chief's on my neck, and the commissioners are on his, and the mayor's on theirs. Now, am I supposed to tell them that our killer is a dead man?
They found a notebook in Bradshaw's lab. It ties his experiments in with a Professor Dwiggins at Caltech. I hope to hear from Dwiggins soon.
Captain, report from the valley on a hysterical woman. Reports the presence of the killer. There's the location.
Let's go. You and your boyfriend had a little fight, and he got out of the car to take a walk. You noticed that he walked down toward the sump area in the direction where you'd seen those lights a short while before.
What happened then, miss? Please try to tell us.
Well, I just sat there a few minutes, I guess. I was pretty mad. Then there was a loud crash, like heavy metal, sort of, from down here. I got out of the car to get a better look. I heard Jimmy cry out something. I couldn't make out the words. Then down here, in a patch of light, was Jimmy. And coming toward him was this man. Big man. Lifted Jimmy up over his head like he didn't weigh a thing. Jimmy screamed. Just once, before he broke Jimmy's back. I heard it snap, not far away. Then I started running till I found this house. They let me use the phone.
Thank you, miss. We'll see that you get back right now. O'Malley, see that the young lady gets home all right.
Paul Lowe, while driving to his office, heard a radio commentator report the murder of Joe Marcelli. And what shocked him most was when the broadcast identified the killer as possibly being the butcher. Lowe headed straight for Eva Martin at the Burlesque Theater.
Oh, you gave me a start, Mr. Lowe.
What are you doing here? Where's Eva?
Oh, I'm taking her place. I'm going to wear her costume. What's it to you?
I asked you, where's Eva?
Hey, don't get physical. Well, watch your tone of voice, Buster. I told you. Little Eva isn't here.
I can see that for myself. Where is she?
She's at police headquarters. That's where she is.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Captain Lauder's still with the mayor. The killer dropped out of sight. He was last seen in the Hollywood area. Yes, sir. We know he's dangerous. Every angle's being covered. Yes, sir. I'll tell him.
Here, see how these fit.
Low heels.
I'm sorry. It's the best our wardrobe department could afford. Any idea how soon the captain will be back?
Now, look, I'm going to see the captain if I have to wait here all night.
Paul. Paul, Charles killed Squeamy and Joe.
Joe, too? Benton?
He's alive. I saw him, but nobody will believe me.
I'm checking it. My guess is whoever killed them is on the trail of the money, Lowe. Now, maybe you better start talking if you know anything about it.
I don't know anything.
Did the butcher have a brother? No, no brother.
It was Charles. I saw the tattoo on his arm.
Look, I demand police protection. Where's the money, Lowe? You heard me. I demand protection. I know my rights. We put stakeouts on your office and home. Well, that's not enough. It's enough as far as we're concerned. Now you gonna book me, Sergeant?
Dan, throw away the key.
Thank you.
Come up with anything yet, Dick?
Oh, we've checked every hotel, motel, and rooming house in town. We've run a cross-check on every hangout Butcher ever used. Net results, blank.
This is incredible. We not only discover a dead man turned killer, but it's beginning to look like he plays ghost, too. He's somewhere in this city, and if we have to take it apart brick by brick, we've got to get him.
I may be way off, but I think Paul Lowe could tell us a lot.
Maybe, but it's a cinch he's not going to.
Well, suppose he had no alternative.
You better grab some coffee. Your mind's beginning to play tricks on you.
No, now, wait a minute. When Lowe came to us for police protection, it was because he was scared stiff the Butcher would add him to the list of Squeamy Ellis and Joe Marcelli.
Go on.
It figures, too. When he slugged the sergeant, he knew we'd book him right away. Oh, this Lowe's a pretty cute character. But we can play the same game.
You mean we'll threaten to release him?
Well, not exactly. You tell him you realize that he was excited, that throwing the punch was accidental. Tell him we're not going to make a charge, that he's completely released.
Lieutenant, you know we can't do that. Lowell made his first mistake when he hit the sergeant, and that'll get him a year. As far as the department's concerned, at least it's a small victory.
If my hunch is right, Lowe won't want to be on the streets with the Butcher looking for him. And he may talk, and talk a lot. Enough maybe for us to get rid of him permanently. Even lead us to the Butcher.
If he's frightened enough, that might work. But if it doesn't... No, Dick, I'm not going to release him. I want him out of my way so bad I can taste it, but not bad enough to be responsible for getting him killed.
The good thing about that, Captain, is the fact we know it, but Lowe doesn't.
Let's give it a try.
All right, Lowe. Come on out.
I think you'll find everything in there. You're free to go, Mr. Lowell.
Wait a minute. Who do you think you're kidding? You arrested me for assaulting an officer. Court, I'll plead guilty. With luck, I might get off with 6 months.
For a lawyer, you're forgetting a very important point. If no charge is made, there's no trial. It was a tough day for everyone. We figured your nerves were on edge, and when you threw the punch, you didn't know what you were doing. I've squared everything with the sergeant. It's all over, all forgotten.
Yeah? Why'd you bring a stenographer?
Simply because I wanted a record of our conversation at the time of your release. Okay, Lowell, let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. Once out on those streets and I'm a dead man. If you let me go, you'll be responsible for murder.
Oh, come off it, Lowe. You're imagining things.
You know the Butcher threatened to kill me. You set me free, he'll do it.
Well, that's just a risk we'll have to take. But the way I look at it, Mr. Lowell, you'll be okay.
Look, Captain, I'll make a deal with you. You keep me here and I'll tell you how to recover the money. Maybe even catch the Butcher.
No deals, Lowell. You'd probably tell us anything just to stall for time. Come on, let's get out of here.
Now, wait a minute. All right. I'll tell you the truth. Start taking this down. I, Paul Lowe, hired Butcher Benton, Squeamy Ellis, and Joe Marcelli to pull off the armored car holdup.
Hey, Denny, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Enjoying the pool party?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Good. Have a good time. Uh-oh.
Problem?
What's the matter? What do you mean, something feels right there? What was it?
Gross! Oh, get it out of here! Oh, my God! Oh.
What's the matter with you guys?
Oh, ew, ew, ew,
guys are a bunch of sissies. Just got a little water on it. You're sick.
Are you embarrassed at social situations? Too afraid to talk or smile because of your teeth? We know what that's like. Well, no longer. Now there's new gums. Yes, new gums. You can use anything you like for your own teeth. That's right. Just put new gums in place and you can stick anything to your gums and use them for teeth. That's right. You can use, pistachios, peanuts, or nuts of any kind. Chiclets, M&Ms, candy corn. That's right. Now you can be the talk of the party. Yes, everyone will find your new gums teeth the talk of the town. That's right. No longer afraid to talk, no longer afraid to smile. You'll be the life of the party with new gums.
Archie's Place.
Xena, Warrior Princess.
Outlander. Right? Outlander.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah, if you're tired, what do you think the people at home are feeling like right now watching this?
Maybe if we continue to show our movies at 10 on YouTube instead of midnight, midnight's too late.
Well, there seems to be a bone of contingency that will have to be worked out by the higher-ups. There seems to be a
executive decision that needs to be made, and we're not executives.
Hey, a couple months ago, what do you want to say when we were doing it? I actually missed one because I fell asleep. I set my alarm, it did not go off.
I can't stay awake, and you know what? If I can't stay, most of our fans can't stay awake.
Well, we do have quite a lot of people too.
No, you don't. Not 12. You get the same people. You got 5 people talking.
Easy.
We have plenty of people.
It's too late.
We have top people.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah. I got the numbers. I got the stats.
Yeah, you got 180 comments and 140 of them for you.
No, I had 400 something comments for me.
Okay.
I make a lot of comments.
And I'm not disparaging anybody. I'm just saying it's late. It's just
it's so late for Grandpa Triv.
You kids get off my lawn.
After you just got done saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not retired," where I can mosey on all day. Yeah, I'm on set all day from 8 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. I'm driving home when you guys are chatting.
Wow.
So I'm driving home when we're chatting at home. I'm done.
Sorry,
I'm in bed,
Hollywood
man.
Mike.
Damn straight. When I get my first big payday,
I know
I'm out.
Traffic on the 405 is miserable this time of day. Whatever it is, 505, 405, one of those fives. I don't know.
Terry with his, it's called the Midnight Movie, not the 10 p.m. movie.
Well, whatever time we're on, join us. We have a lot of fun.
Not a lot of time.
I know.
Oh my God, we said that.
I know. We're trying to get that point across.
Yeah,
we show midnight movies types movies.
Hey, just stay tuned. We'll tell you when we have something to tell you.
I know they can watch
it
at
noon.
Look, I understand. You can watch it anytime after that. But if they want to enjoy the chat,
now with this guy,
the earlier the better.
I can't chat all day.
Well, hey,
I'm trying.
If you want me in the chat, put it earlier. If you want not me in the chat,
wait a second.
start it later.
Time out.
I don't care.
We do it earlier. You're on set. We do it later. You're sleeping from being on set.
Sorry, I tried.
You know what? Just let us know when you're available.
You know what? You guys handle it. I don't give a crap anymore.
Oh, you don't give a crap about you people.
You guys handle it. No,
we're going to handle it.
I didn't say that.
You did say that.
I said, I don't give a crap. Do whatever you want.
Do it. You don't give a crap.
I'm out of it.
All right, put a big poop on him.
We're going to have to separate you.
I'm out of it.
It doesn't matter what time.
I want a big
We're going to have to separate you.
A poop emoji right in that chair, please.
You said poop emoji?
A poop emoji on him.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Is it like Jumanji?
Sound like a Triv poop emoji.
Tonight, Lon Chaney Jr.
Lon Chaney Jr.
Allegedly, possibly, maybe, we don't know for sure, it could be true, is in 2 movies that have been certified by the whatever, the registry, I can't get the registry that is considered the American Institute of you know what I'm talking about, motion picture, that's
historical movies or whatever that
must be preserved. There's in 2 of them.
Preserved, 2 of them.
Can you name 2 of them? One is a monster comedy, the other one is a Western. No good question.
Hi. Oh, man, I'm allowed to answer. Aye. Oh, okay. Good one. Good one. Just
Do you
two,
think
though,
you
huh?
know? That's why I said allegedly, possibly.
Well, I'm going to know.
According to my limited, quick research, it said 2. Could be more now. I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know. You don't give a crap. Put the emoji right over there. Try poop emoji.
Oh, wait a minute now. You start throwing poop emojis.
Put a poop emoji.
Wait a minute.
We
now.
can't put.
You don't give a crap.
No pun
poop
intended.
emoji.
You have no idea. Paybacks are a biatch.
We can't poop emoji.
Okay. I see a poop emoji on me.
The parents are
Someone's
fighting again.
cracking some skulls.
Yeah, they're on that.
Whoa, you're too busy to crack a skull.
And then Lowe continued with his confession. He told us about finding the map. He showed us the exact location of where the butcher had hidden the stolen payroll. And he gave us a most important answer. The explanation as to how the butcher was able to elude detection. His means of escape was the sewer system beneath our city. The department went to work fast. Every police squad in the city was detailed to cover a specific area. Every entrance and exit to the Los Angeles City sewer system of 700 miles was covered. Captain Lauder and I, along with several other squads, headed for the entrance where, according to the map, Butcher had hidden the money. Our job was to stop him, and that made me think of one specific question. When we found him, could this monster be stopped? I, for one, wasn't sure.
Everything all set, Lieutenant?
City engineers mapped out each possible exit. A squad of officers are spotted at every point. If the butcher can be caught, now's the time.
Well, after I talked to Caltech, I called on the fire department for a little help. The professors thought a flamethrower might stop him.
Flamethrower?
I suppose our boys have had a chance to join our squads by now. See, we have one with us here.
Have you thought about what'll happen if this doesn't work?
No. I've been praying too hard that it will work. This is where we split up. I'll go straight ahead.
If this map's right, we're off our course. We'll have to backtrack. tremendous shock of electricity that brought the butcher back to life, destroyed him. The $600,000 stolen in the armored truck robbery has been recovered. Case closed. Well, here are the scientist's comments for your records. I had to fill in a few spots with my own guesses, but I guess that's about the size of it.
Did you get any sleep?
Oh, some. Not much.
How's the girl today?
Well, I called the hospital about an hour ago. She'd gone.
Gone? Where?
She told them she was a working girl and that she'd been away from the job too long already.
Quite a girl.
Yeah. Say, how about that time off I've got coming?
48 hours, beginning right now. Get some rest, Dick.
You know something, Dick? The past 72 hours seem like a bad dream. That rest in the hospital today really gave me a new lease on life. Now that it's over, I can't believe it actually happened.
The important thing is to remember, it is all over.
I suppose you'll be assigned to another case. I'll have to give up hamburgers in the front seat of the car for steaks in a restaurant.
No. I've thought about that. In fact, I decided to do something about it. I started by talking the captain into a short holiday. And just about an hour ago, I got you fired.
What? What did you do that for?
I figured that being my wife would take up all of your time.
Even if I wanted to say no, I couldn't. You're not supposed to say no to a detective.
I figured that, too.
A movie called The Indestructible Man.
He pointed.
Lon Chaney.
He pointed. He counted down. There were 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This isn't the last segment. Usually there's a warning for everyone but the last segment.
Oh, this is the last segment.
This is the last. Oh, it is the last segment.
Is this the last segment?
This movie can only last so long.
I did.
That was pretty quick.
Well, I did go on a
What
rant.
happens when you get a poop emoji?
Oh, poop emoji over there.
What happens when I get a poop emoji? Let's see it.
Put a poop emoji on me. I don't care.
Well, it's not. I go to it's next to him.
Poop
That's what he said.
It's not on him. It's next to him.
Poop, poop, poop.
Oh, I didn't say next to him. I said on him.
Put a big pile of poop right there next to him.
Put a big pile of poop right here. I don't care.
This is a pretty crappy show.
Oh, now here we go. Put the camera over there and let them take this segment.
I've avoided all that.
You guys are on. You guys start jiving. When you laugh at that now?
Now they want us to jive.
Now they want
Do a little of that jiving stuff you guys do. They talk. They never shut up. Any other time. Then you put the camera on them.
You never shut up.
Crickets.
You want the answer?
Where's the crickets?
Poop emojis.
Crickets.
Lon Chaney Jr. allegedly, possibly,
Maybe,
we don't know for sure, but could be true, is in 2 movies that have been preserved in the American, whatever, blah, the movies preserved for historical, whatever, we all know that, whatever. Okay. What were they?
Spider Baby and High Noon.
Spider Baby.
No.
Any guesses?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Then Bella the Goat. No. Abbott Costello meet Frankenstein and High Noon.
Got any guesses, Rocco?
I would think the Wolfman.
Well, it said a comedy, though.
It's in a horror comedy. And a western.
So Abbott and Costello's looks like heading in the right direction.
The horror comedy kind of gave it away, but in the western.
It would have to be Abbott Costello.
How the West Was Won.
I don't think he was in that.
Blazing Saddles.
He was a little right by that time.
Okay. It is Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, and it is High Noon.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Poop emoji.
High Noon. And Abbott and Costello
Don't
meet
open your mouth when you do that.
Get your chicken leg. Get your turkey leg.
Hey, green chicken scene. Don't forget.
Here, grab
Where's my
your
chicken leg.
Here, grab your prize for.
Yeah, grab your Oscar.
Grab your Oscar.
Oh, my corsica. I don't know
Oh,
that.
your green chicken trail there.
Green chicken seed. Oh, I can't wait to see where he appears.
Yeah, we haven't seen it for like 3 weeks.
Oh, come on, no.
Because Elvis didn't bring it up.
What?
Elvis didn't bring it up. But it was on the show. Elvis.
Well, he doesn't have to bring it up. You're supposed to put him in there automatically. Everybody's looking for the green chicken scenes. Now I got to explain to disappointed viewers when they come up to see me at the Comic-Con this month, this weekend. Sometime
This weekend? Tomorrow?
The producer didn't put a green chicken scene in for a few weeks now. I have to hold his hand. I have to do his job too.
You gotta mention people are gonna see it.
Huh?
You gotta mention it.
Well, green chicken then. I'm gonna mention it every green chicken, green chicken. Put a green chicken in my mouth. Look, I'm gonna eat the. I'm just chewing up time waiting for these guys to say
You're a
something.
green chicken. You've been holding on to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, Dennis.
Hold it till it turns green.
Choke the chicken. Then he just says, Vern will do it. He don't care.
What? What's going on?
I don't know.
Nothing.
What?
If he has
God,
he
man,
just
I'm
says-
tired. All right.
Then he just says, All right. What's the tidbit? What's the trivia?
We did it.
I know, but he's leaving, so we got to do more.
Okay.
More trivia. Did you know that Lon Chaney's father's parents, so his grandparents, were deaf?
No, did not know
He was
that.
raised in
Is
the
that
deaf.
true?
Yes, that's true. Lon Chaney Sr.'s parents.
You know,
were
and
deaf.
his dad's name was Lon Chaney too.
No, it wasn't. It was Senior.
Also.
Yeah.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Where is Gracie?
See
I know.
everybody.
Well, I gotta get her
See
back
you
there.
next
She
week.
loved it. That was fun.
Yeah.
We'll be much better next week.
That's a nice little addition once in a while.
promise.
Yeah.
With her
Well,
little
sorta.
dad joke.
Bring back Tina. Got some skits for her.
See y'all.
right.
Have a great weekend.
Adios.
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 Who the hell's Adios?